In nomine Padre, Filii, Spiritus Sancti, welcome everybody to Sunday Mass. It is Sunday, April the 13th, in the year 2025. In the year 2525. It's 2025, not quite 2525, but anybody remember that great old song? I think it's Yeager and Evans. Matter of fact, we almost did a cover of that way back when. It was between two songs. It was that and it was Secret Agent Man, and we wound up going with Secret Agent Man, which we eventually learned to loathe our version of it, and then we wound up having to play it a lot when we got back together again, and people really enjoyed it. So what do I know? Anyway, hey everybody, it's great to see you here on Sunday Mass. To be inspired, let's inspire one another. I was running some errands, so I ran a couple of minutes late only because I'm working on this thing for Scotty Love. I'm working on a Kazoo thing, and I can't get any copyright free stuff. So Scotty Love, I ordered a Kazoo from Amazon. I'm going to film myself playing it. I'm going to learn how to play a tune, and I'm going to film that, and that will be the Kazoo Super Chat. I should have that tomorrow, and I should have it up as soon as possible. I couldn't find any that were copyright free. I don't want to get dinged for a Kazoo. But that's just how it goes here on the YouTube. Let's see. Let's start off the show and see who got in here first. It's Proust, Stuttgart. Matthew, great to see you. Good day, Bashers. Good day, Bashers. Wouldn't it be terrible if people started singing like that? Good day, Bashers. Good day, Bashers. Don't do that. Stop it with the melisma and the crap. Just sing the song the way it's supposed to be. Everybody. I tried to sit through Christina Aguilera, who's got a great instrument. I never thought she was a great singer because she just overdoes it all the time. But she's got an amazing instrument, one of the best in the business. And I was excited. She was with a full orchestra. And what did she do? She just sounded like somebody pushed her down a flight of stairs. And it was just too much. Stop. You've got a great voice. Just sing. Nobody needs all that superfluous crap. It's not necessary. Just sing. Day Fahrenheit 451 at number 2. Wow, so close. So far away. Doesn't anybody stay at number 1 anymore? Andrew Okowicz with Canadian $10. I swear at the moment I clicked, it says 0. But there were 2 other comments. Subscribe, everyone, upvote, and be the inspiration. Frightening thumbnail for Sunday. Reminds me of my first mother-in-law. I like how you can count mother-in-laws. My first and my third mother-in-law. The second one was okay. Andrew, we start out the show with, as always, the Super Chat gong that belongs just to you. And just so you know, the Kazoo is going to belong only to our dear Scotty Love. Once I should have that done by tomorrow, I think. As long as I get the Kazoo, and then I got to teach myself how to play a couple of numbers. Because I have absolutely no idea how to play a Kazoo. I'm assuming it's not that hard. I played oboe. I don't like that. I played oboe in high school. Not well, but I did play it, and that's a double reed instrument, which is gross. The reed is a double reed, so it's wood on both sides, and I don't know about a lot of people out there, but I do not like any kind of wood, like an ice cream stick or any of that stuff. I just don't like the way wood in your mouth. I'm not a fan of that. Texture, I have texture issues, but what am I going to do? That's just the way I operate. Hitesh C is in at number 3. Great to see you, buddy, and congratulations to Proust Stuttgart. What a sweetheart of a guy you are. We love you so much. Renaissance, Sphinx Cat at the end of the world, the great day of his wrath, soon. Yes. You can put together the pieces. At the end of April, we'll reveal the full storyboard. I'm having a little fun with thumbnails right now. Shoot me if it's all encompassing, but I think it'll come together in the end. That guy's name is Mr. Vellum, and he's you got to look in that thumbnail. There's Easter eggs in each and every single one of them. But it is Sunday Mass, so let's start out with some wonderful adages from our friend Julian. What you hear depends on how you focus your ear. We're not talking about inventing a new language, but rather inventing new perceptions of existing language, which is kind of how I always feel about people who get offended by emails or texts when you can't hear the human inflection. You cannot hear the intent unless they say, F off or some very succinct language that would, make you understand that this person dislikes you greatly. But for the most part, punctuation and caps, there's very little things that people can do. But when you hear how you focus your ear, we're not talking about inventing a language. We're not. It's rather inventing perceptions, because some people take things the wrong way. Some people are just on the defensive. I don't know why, but they are. I'm not. I don't care anymore. Well, while I'm here, I will do the art to ease the pain of living. Isn't that the truth? If you are a somewhat creative professional, hobbyist, even if you are neither of the above, try to create something. It could be something as simple. I'm not talking about a great canvas or an opus or any kind of musical endeavor. How about fix a door or a window or the latch to your cat door or your dog door? Little accomplishments like this make us feel better as people every single day. Just getting things done. This morning, I was on the phone with my father-in-law. He had a bunch of stuff he needed to get done. And you know what? Took a couple of hours, but we did it. We got it done, and I felt a sense of accomplishment, took the burden off of him because he just doesn't want to deal with that kind of crap anymore, and I understand it. Little things. It doesn't have to be something of in the creative realm. It doesn't hurt, though, because making something out of nothing is, you know, songwriting. I've been a songwriter for a very, very long time. Whether people's perception is that it's good or it's bad is one thing. But when you are able to sit down with a guitar or a piano or whatever or not, maybe just you're humming a melody in your head, I always think to myself, as somebody who strives to write a song or come up with a good melody or any of those things, what about the people that don't have or don't consider themselves musically inclined or artistically inclined? Maybe they have a thought in their head, an image in their head, or a melody, and we'll never know because they never endeavored to see it through. Because, I'm not a singer. Oh, I'm not a piano player. Oh, I'm not a guitar player. I'm not a painter. I think about for every great artist, for every Pavarotti or just think about every Da Vinci or Michelangelo or insert your favorite artist here. It could be Klimt or whomever it is that you like. How many people had that talent or better that never pursued it? How about that? Maybe I'm a great car mechanic and I just don't know it. I've never tried to be a great car mechanic. And I think that there's art in those things too. There's art in just about everything we do. There's art in how you dine. There's art in how you drink. There's art in how you speak. There's art in just about everything we do, how you dress. How about those things? Those are, people don't look at them as art, but they are. You see a beautiful woman dressed beautifully, statuesque, with a great walk, the way she conducts herself, in a way, that's art. It's movement and it's visual. And then somebody might have the great flash of genius to decide to paint her like Julian and capture her. Even better. In order to arrive at a personal style, you have to have a technique to begin with. Yeah, well, everybody's technique is innate. Who you are is who you are. I mean, you look at the pop sensibility of it, the people that follow trends, like everybody used to look like Madonna, then they became monsters and followers of a thing. But for every one of those people, there's going to be one or two of these people that enjoy following that road, but then decide to take it in a completely new direction. And that could be you. Everybody has a personal sense of style, don't they? And it doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be a lot of money. Great style. It doesn't hurt, of course, to buy beautiful things that last. I think when you buy a quality garment or a quality bag or a quality instrument, the main reason you're paying that money is because you think it has some intrinsic quality and it has the ability to last. When you buy the $5 shirts off of Amazon or a pair of shorts for $10, you don't ever think about those things as an investment. I need it now. I need to wear it for this weekend, and then I will never think of it again. It will go in a drawer and you will put it away and you will never, ever, ever think about it again. But when you buy a 1972 Les Paul, or you buy a vintage Xenia garment, or you buy something from Pucci, or one of these great old even a new garment, you expect it to have quality. I'm not talking about Brunello Cucinelli and stuff like that. That is exorbitantly expensive stuff. When you buy a Patek Philippe, when you buy an Omega, when you buy a Rolex, you expect a Jaeger-LeCoultre. You expect these brands to be able to pass on for generations and generations. But when you buy a Fossil or a Macy's watch or a Marks and Spencer watch or an Amazon watch, you don't really put much credence into the whole thing. You just think, I need this. That looks cool. It'll look great with this top I have, whatever. But when you have a drawer filled with great timepieces or great pieces, articles of clothing, a gorgeous coat will last you a lifetime if you spend a couple of extra bucks on it. In America, we tend to have excessive amounts of black t-shirts, jeans, cargo shorts, things like that. The one thing I noticed as a child traveling to Europe as much as we did because of my dad's privileges, I noticed that kids tended to be dressed better than me. And it's not because my mother didn't have great taste. She did. She shopped at Bloomingdale's and Bergdorf Goodman and Saks Fifth Avenue, and it was great stuff. But I had more lesser style. Lots of things from Rustogs and Health Techs, I think was another brand. All these different cheapy brands. We used to go to the store called Julie's, and we would get Hanes and the cheaper brands, and we'd have lots of it. These kids probably have 2 pairs of shorts, 2 pairs of pants, 2 shirts and a jacket, but it was all of the best quality. And that's something I think the American way is kind of just excessive amounts of junk. And I think it's changing. I think we're looking more for quality now, and I appreciate that. But don't think of it as an extravagant purchase. Think of it as something that's going to last, something that you're going to have for a long time. And in terms of great articles of clothing, a great coat, a great suit, like I've talked on the show many times, I have that one suit that's magnificent. And unless I decide to starve myself, this was during a period of time when I had probably an eating disorder. I got down to, less. I was 117 pounds when I was around 30 because I wanted to be the skinniest singer in a band. And it was all predicated on a conversation I had with my late bass player's girlfriend. We had played a show with a group called Fate's Warning up in Connecticut, and I was about 20 pounds overweight, maybe more. And I was young. I was 19. And it was a good show and very, very well. And she came up to me after the show and she said, "Oh, it was a really great show." She goes, "Can I talk to you honestly?" And I said, "Sure." She goes, "This band would probably be way more successful if you lost about 20 or 30 pounds. She goes, "You're a great looking guy. You need to lose weight." And while many people might think that that's cruel or insensitive, I looked at her knowing that I needed to lose a couple of pounds, and I took it to heart. And I probably didn't do a lot of the right things, and I probably went into a little bit of a tailspin. I did some things that I will absolutely regret. And one of them was I drank this stuff called syrup of ipecac. Syrup of ipecac is a thing that I'm a 19-year-old kid and I'm overweight. And, I had long hair and I was kind of pretty. And I was a singer of a frontman of a band. And I understood the marketing aspects of it. So I started doing that, and I started taking these things called Dexatrims, and I weaseled myself down from about 185 pounds to 117 pounds. Too thin. I understand. I had a cold. I went to a doctor. It wouldn't go away, and he made me get on the scale, and he said, "All right, that's it. We have to talk. You need to gain 20 pounds." Now, to me, former fat guy, thought, wow, somebody told me I need to gain weight. So forevermore, I will always think in the back of my head that whenever I look good, it might look like I'm not well, which is a sick thing to do. But I thanked her for that because she was right, because I wound up getting my weight up to in the high 130s. And at that point, I bought myself this beautiful suit, which brings me back to the point. I bought a Tom Ford suit in cream crepe and cotton. It's a summer suit. It's fully lined in Bemberg. It's gorgeous. And I don't think I'll ever be able to realistically fit in that ever again. So I will give that to somebody at some point. It's a 38 regular and it's a beautiful suit. I'm 5'8". So, my nephew is 6'5", so he's not getting it. He'd love it though. That's too bad. But personal style, and my personal style was I walked around most of my life wearing slacks, dress shirts, suits, and dress shoes. even as a rocker. I was never a jeans and a t-shirt kind of guy. I'm more of that now because I'm getting older and I'm getting more comfortable. And yeah, I could definitely lose another, 15, 20 pounds. I'd be happier if I was. I'd fit better in some of my clothes, and some clothes I'd be able to wear. And I've done it before. I'm always up 10, 20, 15, down 10, 20, 15. It's something that I've done my whole life. It's just about watching carbohydrates. It's about watching what, those. I am not an ice cream person. I am not a candy person. I'm not a cake person. I'm not a sweets guy, but I do love a good loaf of bread or a croissant, and I love pasta, and I love potatoes. But, we all have our own personal style. Sometimes you can pull it off, sometimes you can't. Here's a perfect example. Last night I watched Saturday Night Live because John Hamm's back, and he's got a hit show. It was a great show. I mentioned it the other night. Terrific show. Watch it. It's called Our Friends and Neighbors. It's perfect for him. He's back hosting Saturday Night Live, and Lizzo was on. Now, Lizzo has lost an incredible amount of weight. She's a very large girl. She's very celebratory of her curves, and that's great. It was great, an empowering thing for her and for other girls who are larger than the average person. She's lost about 100 pounds. She's a beautiful girl. She has a gorgeous face. She's a beautiful girl. And she looks great, but she's still wearing extremely see-through stuff. She's still a big person. She had a lot of weight to lose, but she's happy where she is. And if she's happy where she is, isn't that all that matters? You should be happy in the skin you have on you. So if somebody tells you that you love and you respect that you could lose a couple of pounds, it's probably more that they're worried about your health or your personal well-being, unless they use language that says otherwise. So it never bothered me per se. I never felt ill towards this woman. I was actually kind of grateful to her because within about 8 months, I was the skinniest guy on a rock stage. Not as skinny as Mick, but who is? But yeah, and my style was that. So find your style. If you don't think you have one, you do. You just have to find out what it is. And you know how you know it? What Julian says, train your eye. Look at the things that appeal to you and then envision them on you. And it doesn't have to be a suit or a dress or a pair of high heels or dress shoes. It could be something like a blazer or a bracelet or a hat. Some people are hat people. Some people aren't hat people. A lot of people. Sometimes I wear these hats on the show, my little longshoreman hats on the show. And there's been a couple of people that go, why is he wearing that hat again? Well, the reason why I wear the hat sometimes is because I wear it out on the street in New York City because it's cold. And sometimes it's really cold in here because, as you guys know, I've had some issues with management. And sometimes the heat isn't enough. And sometimes I'm wearing a hat. I'm not wearing one today because the temperature's okay. But I like wearing those ski hats. I like the longshoreman look. It's with a pea coat and a beautiful jumper, a beautiful sweater. I like the look. I've always liked it. I think it suits me. And I think that's part of my personal style for fall and winter. For summertime, I like linen, beautiful linen shirts. I like polos. As you guys see, I wear polos most of the time. I love a great fitting, like this is a fashionable polo. I like the way they make stuff. I like the way Lacoste works. I don't think it's too preppy. But find your brands. Find your Oisin, who's never been a fashion person ever in his life. He loves Budgie. He's been buying that. He really likes it. He likes Canali. He likes a bunch of things, and these are all nicer clothes. I love Banana Republic. I think Banana Republic knocks off a lot of some of the great designs you see from some of the great stuff. I remember when Tom Ford was at Gucci, he had these beautiful dress shirts. I bought one of them. It cost an arm and a leg, and I loved it, and it's in my closet, and it still fits, and I love it. But I saw the same shirt at Banana Republic for a fraction of the cost. You can get them, and it doesn't really matter what it says on the label. It should never do that. Listen, a great guitar player could pick up a guitar that costs $100, and he might sound nearly the same on one that costs $10,000. You know what? Your personal style, you can make it work. Figure out the way. And I can't believe so much came from that, but thank you, Julian. Openings and closings, beginnings and endings. Everything in between passes as quickly as the blink of an eye. What we don't understand will be forgotten too. Well, that's good. Because, some things you don't understand, you weren't meant to understand. And I think that's a simple thing. I always said I was not good at math or maths, depending on where you are in the world. But it turns out I'm actually not bad at it. just something I wasn't all that interested in school. And when you're not interested, what was I interested in school? I was interested in history. I was interested in vocabulary, English. Those are the science. I excelled at those. Math, I was average as hell, flatlining. Find the thing that interests you the most, and openings and closings, And speaking of openings and closings, I think, Julian, and I'm not kidding you when I say this, I think if you did a show in London, I think a lot of bashers would come. One, it would be a great reason for us all to get together for a day or two, whatever. Go to London and see a show by our very own artist in residence. I think it would be a beautiful thing. And wouldn't it be great to celebrate you? I think it would be. Some people have a lot of humility. And you know what? You create art to be seen. All art, music, art, it should all be heard and seen. I firmly believe that, whether it's good or bad. And I think yours is very good. An entire sea of water can't sink a ship unless it gets inside the ship. Similarly, the negativity of the world can't put you down unless you allow it to get inside of you. Where are you coming up with? These are amazing for Sunday Mass today. I agree 100%. Listen, all the stuff that's going on here, we talked about it briefly on the show on Friday, especially coming from an American standpoint. It's tough. It's tough. We've got a lot of questions. People don't have a lot of answers. The market is scared. No one's investing. People aren't spending. But if you have friends and family and you have people around you that make you very, very happy, then what else could you want? As long as you're not getting put in the poorhouse and you don't put all your money in one basket. Some people did do that. Remember that the great depressions of the world were always propelled by fear and nothing else. Fear. People sell things off and then you lose your shirt. A real man is one who fears the death of his heart, not of his body. That's true. Yeah, these are all true today and beautiful, Julian. The death of my heart is simply cruelty, seeing cruelty. I believe in people. I believe in humanity. I believe we are better than we are. I think we are capable of so much more. I have seen it from the day I started doing this show, the outpouring of wonderfulness, not just to me, but to others. How we've all gotten together and become a family, which is incredible. Most of you like animals. When I see, and I watch, Paul watches all the murder shows. And like a case, I just saw a show where this young guy, they live kind of rurally. And this guy was not homeless, but kind of not a vagabond. He had a place to live and he had a job, but he kind of lurked around. He wound up dead. And it was this teenage boy who said, I wanted to know what murder felt like. Bad machines. I've said it before a million times. Now, what do you do with a guy like that who just said, matter of factly, no, I did it. I murdered him. And it wasn't, they said he was on the spectrum, and those are all excuses at the end of the day. They didn't consider him to be a psychopath. He just said, yeah, I just really wanted to know. And I didn't think anybody'd miss him. I wanted to know what it felt like. And he wound up decapitating this guy and dismembering him. And he wanted to just, at least Da Vinci waited until people were dead. He bought cadavers. But I see that and I see, well, that's not really humanity. That's a very, very, very small fraction of crazy people. And they didn't determine he was a psychopath, but obviously he is. He's just a very bad machine. Lots of things are made. Sometimes you buy a toaster oven and then you have to return it because it's a bad machine. People like that, we need to return them. I mean, it's horrific to even think that. Ray, our beautiful Ray said, Raphael at number 5, stay alive, staying alive, staying alive, real city shaker and everybody shaking it, staying alive, ha, 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 ha. Emmett O'Malley's coming to town this month, and you know what that means? I don't know if it's going to be Monday, but it's going to be a live music extravaganza, and we have so much fun when we do that, and I know you guys too, so maybe we'll put some Bee Gees on the list. Who knows? Panel power. I am number 7. Where is number 6? Who is number 1? You are not a number. I am a free man. Palm Sundays. Happy Palm Sundays and Passover to all of our friends out there who celebrate. It is Palm Sunday. I was so engaged with other things today. I never got around to getting palms. I will see after the show. I'll go to my local parish, which is St. Mary's Church, and I will go over there and see if I can procure some palms. I do like to get palms. I'm a Catholic. What can I do? It's just kind of who I am. RP1960, great to see you. Good morning, Bashers. Good morning, kind sir. Melly C, happy Sunday, Father Dirk, and all the Bashers. May you all have a blessed day, and a blessed day unto you, my darling. And Mr. Gutierrez, hello, Bashers, just back from my morning run. Good for you. Got to stay fit and take care of our health. Indeed, indeed, you should. Looking great with your illuminated Speedmaster on the wrist. Fantastic. How much do you run, Daniel? How do you do? If you want to know, I think we figured out what happened with that package that said your name on it. Turns out the vendor of that package shares your name. How weird is that? Crazy. It's a small world after all. Who does number 2 work for? God, in heaven's name. Mr. Ken Furby is here. Hello, everyone. On the holiest of days, time to fulfill your sacred duties of upvoting and subscribe. Listen, man, it's right down here. If you could do that, I'll put it right here. It's right down here. Just hit the like button if you like being a part of this thing. Listen, Fridays we get wild. We have a couple of drinks. The rest of the week is for us to get together and be friends. We'll be doing some giveaways on the Emmett show, which will be really fun. A couple of fun things for everybody. And we're just going to make it a really, those things go like 3-4 hours of just singing and playing and having a party. 2 doors down, we're singing and dancing and having a party. Dolly Parton, incredible. Yeah. So hello, everyone. So just do that. And congratulations, Proust. The man now has a winning record. Close. Well, nobody's going to listen unless he's close. He's done very well. But Dave is far and away. It's not even funny. That guy's crazy. Ken Furby says that's one scary arsed Vicar. Right. He's taken over. Did you not see who's in the background? Look carefully at the photograph. Look very carefully what he's done there. It's bad. It's not good. Mr. Kevin Landon, great to see you. Back to the Big K, upvoted number 10 for Sunday Mass. Happy April 13th to Dirk and all the Bashers. Your cat overlords command you to surrender your watches and cash to remain in the cult. Yes, that's the offering. That's the basket. That's what they're passing around, which is not so fun. Mr. Cayo Pena is there. Looking great, buddy. How are you? Happy Palm Sunday to you, buddy. Did you go to Mass? I doubt there's an evening Mass. I just was so tied up today. I would have totally gone. Upvoted Sunday Mass is here again. Bronson is right there again. Ray, love to know you dude is tied up. And there you go. You've been looking at it. And Fergal's here. Congratulations. Proust Stuttgart. Great to see you in the room. Hey. Oh, look who's here. The one and only, the girl with the wrench. I've been gone way too long. You have. I missed my Sunday morning coffee talk. She was busy. She had some family things she had to deal with. And, that's what you got to do when people have to just get away and take care of business, as she is always doing. I'll be watching today in the car, but I'll be wearing object. Is there a picture? No name Martin Pup has been a great traveler. Okay. Right. She hasn't named him yet on the show. That's what's supposed to happen. Listen, she had some stuff that came up in her life, and that's what we do here in our world. Sometimes we just have to disconnect for a little while, and then we get back to business. So let's give her a beautiful $19. That's a huge super chat. Thank you, honey. The incomparable girl with the wrench, Miss Scarlett Martin. Hey, Calloy, great to see you in the room with your amazing looking meteorite dial date. Look at that. Hello, Dean. Hello, it's you. Ooh. Dave Fitzsimons. Whoop, whoop. Candles lit for all the Basheristi. Much love, Bashers. You know what I found out? Oh, so we're talking about those shows. I forget who said that I need to watch episode 3 of Adolescence. Now, today is Sunday, so a bunch of the shows we like come back on. I think The Studio, which I'm really enjoying. It's a little bit stupid, and I will say one thing. I think that Seth Rogen is a genius, and I love him. And he reminds me very much of my friend Steve. It's not even believable. The voice is very similar. The way they talk like that is pretty cool. And he heads a studio. But there's an actress on there named Catherine Hahn, who I normally think is so great. But she is so over the top, trying to Ari Gold the hell out of this show. She's trying to chew up every piece of scenery there is, and she's acting like kind of like Jewish American princess who's also into hip hop, and she's got a dirty mouth, and she's very abrasive, and it's so over the top. Now that's something that Jeremy Piven used to do on Entourage, but he did it with such aplomb and such incredible. I mean, because that guy in real life is a Buddhist, and he's not that person at all, and people think that he is. People don't like that guy because they think of Ari Gold, and he's not Ari Gold. He's a very, very spiritual kind of cat. And I've seen some interviews with him. He's a major theater actor and stuff like that. But that's what happens. People's perceptions. If you're too good with a role, people will think like John Hamm. People think of him as Don Draper forever and ever and ever. And we've seen the funny side from Bridesmaids and 30 Rock and lots of things that he's done. But really, at the end of the day, it hasn't really worked for him. He's not become George Clooney or Tom Cruise, and he certainly has the goods, the talent, and the. Paul does not think he's funny, which is interesting. Paul thinks John Hamm's not funny. I think he tries to be funny. Now, I don't see it that way, but we all know my history with John Hamm. I'm a fan. Maybe I don't see the fact that he's trying to be funny, and that's like. But I don't think Tina Fey and Amy Poehler and Kristen Wiig and Fred Armisen and all of these comedic geniuses want you in their pantheon unless they think you've got the goods, and they all include them all the time. Melissa McCarthy. I mean, these are naturally really funny people. But anyway, I digress. It's just gotten to the point where I just don't think he just never, his trajectory just stopped with Mad Men. Kind of, he did a couple of movies and they just didn't take, I don't know, luck. Who knows? Listen, he's rich and he's famous. I guess he's got more than it. And that other thing, which they joked about last night, which was hilarious. Happy Pump Sunday, Clay. Happy Pump Sunday to you and Dean. Yeah, there we are. I'm going back again all over them. Hey, who's here from Denver? It's Donald Guerin. Great to see your face in the room. Ola from Denver. I've never been to the great state of Colorado. Is that how you say it? Colorado, right? It's not Colorado. I always think of Hi, Colorado. What is the name of that song? It's John Denver. And I don't think he was from... Was he from Colorado? He might have been. I don't know. For a Kazoo, use a come. No. We had an agreement that I was going to make a super chat like Gong, but a Kazoo. And I went, usually I just scour the internet, or, Sheen did, and we find stuff that works. But no, I couldn't find one without somebody's face on it. Everybody's playing one. I just wanted like a virtual Kazoo. So I ordered a Kazoo from Amazon, and I'm going to play it, film it, and then that'll be a couple of different levels of... and I'm going to do some funny songs. Like I'll do like The Trooper from Iron Maiden, or I'll do like Us and Them. I'll do some funny, kazoo tunes. And while I'm at it, why don't I just learn how to play the kazoo? Because I have no idea how they work. I don't ever think I've tried a kazoo in my life. I don't think ever. Andy M, good evening, kind sir. Wishing you and yours only good things. And as always, it's only good things from our dear friend Andy M and his beautiful, beloved Melly C and the kids. Thank you, buddy boy. What a sweet thing for you to do. Can't beat a good kazoo solo. Do you know my whole life, Fred Flintstone, they had that very gay friend, the guy, the great kazoo. I always thought it was kazoo. It's Gazoo. My whole life, I thought it was kazoo. Carlos Paggy's here. Hope you're all groovy. Feeling groovy, baby. Feeling groovy? We need Shag Daddy in the room right now, my friends. You guys have all met Patrick. He's amazing. Shag Daddy. He's always doing the Austin Powers. Word has it on the street that they're doing an Austin Powers fourth movie, which that would be great. Telling myself it's Sunday. Don't comment on the irony that Dirk doesn't like wood in his mouth. Now, you had to go there and be dirty. You're so dirty boy. Carolyn, is that... What is going on with you two dirty minds? And I didn't even know what that term meant. And I'm sure the beautiful, pure heart of Carolyn Martin has no idea what that term means. And who told me? You guys did. I had no idea what that was. And when I found out what it was crazy. Grooving on a Sunday afternoon, doo-doo. Bicycling to work on every evening. Fridays I go waltzing to the zoo. I come from London town, I'm just an ordinary guy. Fridays I go painting in the Louvre. I'm bound to be proposing on a Saturday. There he goes again. Lazing on a Sunday afternoon. Dum, dum. A Night at the Opera. What an amazing album that is. Lazing on a Sunday afternoon. Yeah, you'll get your Kazoo. Man, I can't believe how many. They were all like copyright, copyright, copyright. I test them, they're all copywritten. It's all right. We'll have one. And it'll be original and amazing. Hey, Andrew, Andy, David, Fergal, Hitesh, Moonwatch, Lovers Can't Suck. Do I have mine? Shit. Every time I say, oh, I do have it. I'll double fist it. Nah, I'm not going to do it because Dean doesn't want me to. So I won't. I won't do it. I won't do it. Couldn't help yourself. I know. You couldn't help yourself. You guys are just terrible. Dean says, Daniel, Drew B, you suck. Oh, no. Daniel's wearing a real Speedmaster. What are you talking about? Daniel has his brand new 3861 in there. It's beautiful. Hey, Dino. Andy, coffee stirring sticks and lollipop sticks made of wood are disgusting. Amen, brother. The texture of wood is terrible against the tongue. It is appalling. It's horrific. It's even worse if you bite it. If you bite down on it. Yeah, I'm not a fan. Like tongue, can't do it. Can't do it. Like the doctor wants to use the tongue depressor with a tongue depressor. Can't do it. And I'm like, nah. Get away from me. I don't have a problem doing the COVID stick up my nose, but no, the wood thing, it's gross. Gross. Listen, I know there's a lot of people who don't mind wood in their mouth, but there you go. You wanted it, you got it. It's Sunday. I don't like being dirty. Buy right, buy once. That's very true. Buy right. Listen, I have 1 million beautiful guitars in my house. 1 million of them. This one, which you won't be able to see, never leaves the floor. It's always there. It's green. It's blue. It's aqua. Oh, you can see the color of it there, right? You can see it a little bit. It's the one I use this every day, all day, every day, every day. Is it the best guitar in my collection? No. I mean, it's a top of the line Telecaster, but I've got Gibsons and Gretschens, all kinds of crazy stuff. Doesn't matter. And I suck anyway. Emmett would sound the same on any guitar he plays. We love his Howard Roberts Fusion, which turned 35 the other day. And Ush and I always say, oh God, when the stars align when it's true. There is a certain thing of magic about that guitar. There's no doubt about it. But listen, you put the edge on that. Any guys, Eddie Van Halen, anybody you want, Segovia, Django Reinhardt, Johnson, any of these guys back in the day, you put them on any instrument, they're going to sound like them. It doesn't really matter. Dr. Bomb's Nightmare. I like the wooden ice cream spoons. It adds hints of cedar to the ice cream. Like it's made out of cedar. God knows it's made out of... What is balsa wood anyway? Like it's the cheapest, crappiest of them all, right? Yeah, like if they give you like a wood spoon, I'm just like... Can't do it. Blah. Hey, Andy M. It's Sunday Mass. That's right. It's true. Unbelievable stuff. Please, Dirk sent you photos. Let me know if they went through. I see some photos from you, Ray. Yeah, I do. I got them right here. It's Double Dirk, Mission Control. What did you send me? Oh, look at that. Oh, you got a TV set? What happened? When did you guys get a new TV? I'm looking at this stuff. That's fine. We're almost there. Couple of minutes, we'll get into the Gallery of Bastards. Raver says, Dr. Bob, me too. I not allowed metal cutlery. Yeah. Rupert. Excuse me, Rupert. Do you mind if I use the bathroom? Thank you. I'd be there if Julian did. I'd be with you. We'd fly together. I would go. Why wouldn't we do that? They can't make me pregnant, nor can they shoot me. No. They can't make you pregnant. Not yet. Before I do that, wait, what is this? Andrew says, but who kills the killers? Then what do we do with them when our killer is the only one left? Tell them to stay away from society? I don't know what you mean by that. You mean, I didn't say to kill the killers. Not exactly. But bad machines. I don't know. Can we just have like a never-ending grinder that's just 24/7? Just... put a maze in there or something like that. Let me think of the sickest. Let me think French. Because the French, of course, have thought about every kind of torture device or way to torture an animal for cuisine. Foie gras. Like, whose idea was that? Whose idea would that possibly be? Crazy town. Dean with a £4.99. That's like now $500. Yes, Drew B and Daniel Suck. It's official. Recorded in YouTube history. The moon swatched lovers torn between moon. I got to get that. I'll have to write a song. I'll have to do a cover of Moon Swatch Lovers, right? Torn between two lovers. Oh, the moon swatch lovers treated like a fool. When they bash about, Dean says they're breaking all the rules. Boom. Scotty Love says Carolyn Martin Doggo will hereby be named Puppy McPuppyface until otherwise noted. Well, yeah, that'll happen for sure. Let's see, where were we? I went down too far. It doesn't stick around. Whenever I switch to the other screen, it doesn't switch around. I was at, here it is. Sometimes the machines make bad machines. I know what that's from. Dirk and Emmett together again. Better get my wallet ready. You get your wallet ready there, Raphael. Emmett is a human jukebox. He's ridiculous. Yeah, we have a couple of cheat sheets here. We have to, but it's basically, yeah, look, because he's fucking amazing. I just cursed. Well, I almost cursed. Terrifying. Yeah. So I wanted to mention this. I can't condone murder by any way, especially by the state. No, not me either. I don't really condone that in any way, shape, or form. But it's just like, man, what do you do with these people? Do you just lock them up and let them go insane? And it's just, I don't know. I don't think there's a perfect way to solve that. Maybe a long space flight. How about that? I'm surprised Elon Musk hasn't come up with like Space X jail, like a big starship. Why don't we send them to Mars? How about that? Hey, what a great idea. Why don't we just send them to Mars? I think I'm onto something. Absolutely, Dirk. Write a Moonswatch song. I'm not going to do that to Drew B. He's a god to me for K. And I own a Moonswatch. And repeat to them, spam. I would gladly pay for that. I'll do the Torn Between a Moonswatch song, though. I will totally. I think it'd be funny on Tuesdays. No money involved and not directed at anybody. I'll just put it on the screen. Listen, man, for all that guy has done for the souls of the kitty kind and all that stuff, and because his wife and his kid are so amazing, they're the best. He sent me coffee. I got it this morning. Drew B, I love you, man. Thank you so much. I said it was coming tomorrow, and I went downstairs, and there it was. Boom. It's a brand new and I'm not nowhere near even done with the other stuff, so I'll just wait to grind that up and all that stuff. Hey, look, it's Eddie. Top of Tootie, bless my soul. Eddie's here. He's rock and roll. $5 up, Dirk, and everybody. Great to see. Look how handsome he looks on that. Unbelievable picture. Thanks, pal. I want to show you guys that right before the show, before we get into the Gallery of Bashtards, well, I just found out. You guys know that The Wizard of Oz is my favorite movie. That and Sunset Boulevard. Anyway, I hope I don't get in trouble for this, but I want you to see this. So the Sphere in Las Vegas, we all know what that is. It's where U2 debuted this 360 immersive thing. The Eagles have been there. Well, Google AI, Warner Brothers, and the people of the Sphere got together and they took The Wizard of Oz, and they are in the process of, the Wizard of Oz is in 4:3. It's before widescreen films were a standard. So it's 4:3. So there is no filmed stuff. It's not like that was the lens. I thought, because I know a lot about cinematography, I thought they were cropped, but they weren't cropped. That's how it was shot in that aspect ratio. So they used AI and they are presenting. I don't know when it's premiering, but I just watched half the special and then it was showtime. They have taken that film and they have used AI to generate the rest of the scene. And I want you guys to see this. I think this, any Wizard of Oz fans, which is the most beautiful movie ever. I think you should.
There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
Look at this.
Best and worst.
Oh, and then a commercial. Are you kidding me?
Find the purple.
Hold on. Boom. Look at this. Watch this. It's a perfect. They have taken the whole frame and expanded it. People's feet, shoes. This I want to go the first week that this thing opens because I cannot believe how this is going to work. That is amazing to me, and I don't want to get in trouble. But that's what they've been doing. And I just saw the documentary on how they did it, and I am amazed by it that they're able to generate all this extra stuff. Like, for example, if you just see the house and it's in the corner, you're going to see the whole house, the whole sky, horses, other things that are there, AI generated stuff, but they've done it in such a way that they're using. They told the AI to use this camera, to use this lens, to use this stuff, so it mimics. I don't know what the end product is going to look like, but so far it looks pretty damn amazing to me. You know, unbelievable stuff. Scotty loves up. What's up, Ed? Good Pesach today, indeed. Congratulations to all you guys. Happy Passover. I've heard that Trump thinks tariffs is short for terrific. Yeah. I was talking to somebody yesterday, and I'm not going to get into the whole tariff thing because I don't really care anymore. But the best thing is that now everybody knows when to call his bluff. Isn't that funny? He showed his cards to the whole wide world, not once, not twice, but 3 times. You know, tariffs today. Well, I take it back. Tariffs today. Take it back. We'll see what happens. Dean says, hey, Eddie. Great to see you in the room, Eddie. Le Carré, ironic that Elon Musk managed to save left-wing people's hate on electric car and an African immigrant. I don't know what this means. Ironic that Elon Musk managed to make left-wing people hate an electric car. That's true. Isn't that crazy? And an African immigrant. Oh, because he's African. He's African, right? Yeah, well, he worked very hard at making people not like him. He's very unlikable. I love The Wizard of Oz. Robin's Bird, it's my favorite movie. I'm obsessed with it. I've got every incarnation that they've ever put out. The last one being the 75th anniversary, which was fully restored into 5K, and it's gorgeous. But now we're going to actually see a full beyond letterbox. And listen, they're adding elements. They're not changing the story. They're not doing that. And please, God, please, I beg to you, God in heaven, if there's a God in heaven, please do not auto-tune Judy Garland. Please do not take that soundtrack and tune her vocals, because she's the greatest singer that there ever was. We don't need Judy Garland's voice to be 16-year-old beautiful Judy Garland. But that they did in West Side Story with I forget that girl's name, Rachel Zegler. Amazing singer. Fully melodoned, totally pitch corrected. Now I understand that what that kid's name is, Ansel, whatever his name is. Maybe he needed a little bit. People need a little tune up here and there, but she doesn't. She's an operatically trained singer. So I don't really know. Kid Ron P says, come on, Rory. You spell Rory that way, huh? You know the other spelling, right? My relatives always spell it the Rhouri way. I don't know what that is. Is that a Colchi thing? I don't know. Sweet potatoes, yummy. Did you see those growing there? She loves The Wizard of Oz. Anyway, it's time for the Gallery of Bashtards. Send me your shots, the sublime, the obscure. The Gallery of Bashtards. Send me your shots, the sublime, the obscure. The Gallery of Bashtards. You share them with me, and I share with the world. Mr. Blair wearing, look at that. Oh, look at that. Look how, is that vintage or is that new? I know that they're making them again. That's the Elvis watch, the Ventura, right? Incredible. Look at that. Looks great on you, man. It's a very unique and very, very cool watch, man. Wow. Dave Fahrenheit 451. Ironically, the richest person in the world's first action was to gleefully eliminate funding to the most needy. Did anybody else see that meeting of him and all those super rich guys? And they're talking about how much money they all made when they manipulated the stock market. What's his face made $1 billion, over a couple $1 billion. A couple of guys made close to $1 billion in one day because he knows how to manipulate the stock market because he's the president of the United States. Anybody have a problem with that? I did. Beautiful Hamilton. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at that watch. Amazing. Elvis Presley, he wore it. It looked great on him. What do you call insider trading when the president does it? What do you call it when he pulls all that shit and everybody sells all their stocks? They go low and then everybody buys it. Then he withdraws them and then all the stocks go back up. What do you call that? What is that crime called? Because that's a crime. Does anybody think that that's not a crime? I'm just curious. Just reading the temperature of the room. That's all. Because I know there's a lot of diehard people out there. I don't know why, but there are. Anyway, Nathaniel Hannon, I said the other day, Nathaniel Hannon. I said Hannon. Nathaniel Hannon. He said that's his favorite Brando shot. Yeah, well, Brando was Brando, kid. I thought that was a pretty nice compliment because, you know, men, women, everybody loved Brando. I think Brando's best look ever was Streetcar, for sure. But then again, I would, right? They might have committed first, but the first upvote was me. Is that okay? Well, yeah, well, it always is. Listen, you're a celebrated celebrity on there. Unbelievable. But it's not exactly that because she didn't have that kind of power. She didn't have that kind of power. And Martha Stewart went to jail because basically these maniacs get away with everything. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. It's absolutely true. Martha Stewart. Yeah, it's a crime. Just ask Martha Stewart. And Martha Stewart is one of the coolest chicks ever, isn't she? She's still a sexy broad looking great in her 80s. She's cooler than shit. She hangs out with Snoop. I've always been a big fan of hers. That's terrible. Yeah. But like there's a big difference between like somebody telling you a stock's going to go some way that you know at a cocktail party and being the president of the United States, putting tariffs on things, having the stocks drop, having everybody, all the rich guys buy all the stocks, and then them shooting back up. That's not different. Somebody educate me. I know you guys are smarter than me when it comes to that stuff. Morgana doesn't like closed doors. None of them. Is that a video? Hold on. 1 minute, please. I do it for Ray Ray. I'm doing it for Andrew. Yeah, second we talk about that. So I'm not going to talk about that stuff because the numbers go down. I'm like, I don't want that. But, you know, I told you, you know, we lost a shitload of money. And it's up. And now it's up because we didn't do anything about it. It's not up all the way, but it's back up. And everybody said, all the smarties in the room said that was going to be the case. And it's true. Oh, I hate this. Oh, don't you hate when they do that? They don't want to be behind the closed door. I know. Oh. Oh, look, trying to figure out the other side of the door. That's how smart cats are. So brilliant. Oh, look, she's going to get forlorn now. She's going to sit there and wait. But you're there, though, right? She's not alone. Oh, Morgana. Yeah, you're there. You're all there. Oh, that's okay. I don't feel that bad because she just wants to get out of there. But meanwhile, back at the ranch. Senor wanting attention and Morga chilling out. More Andrew Wolkowicz and the kids, the Canadian Cataristi, baby. Let's have a look. That's a pounce. Oh, look at you. Give me attention. It must be cold up there because you always have white athletic socks on. Can I just say, Andrew, I have not owned a pair of white socks since I was 14. I just don't have any white socks. They're all black. I'm not saying I have maybe 2 pairs of colorful socks. I did buy a couple of pairs of like blue, red, green for summer for shorts and stuff like that, thinking they would work. And you know what I do? I never ever wear them. Let's talk about Julian. Let's talk about you, baby. Let's talk about art you see. Let's go into the world of Julian's imagination. Can it be if you just stop and listen? Written by Anthony Newley. This is very interesting. I can't tell whether this is a woman or a man, and I guess I'm not supposed to anymore, but dressed as a pagliaccio, a clown. That's a great shot, Julian. Beautiful. Oh, these are cool. Wow. These are very, very cool. Wow. Wow. I love these, man. These are so cool. Oh, look at this. All these pagliachos. Wow. What does Pesach mean? Oh, yeah. It means Passover. It means commemorating the slavery and the Israelites and their exodus. That's what it is. I think it's more of, I guess it's, Passover. Oh, Eddie got you. Scott got you on the bottom. Scotty Love. They call him Scotty Love. Amazing. Huh. Look at this theme. Beautiful. Yeah, it's the only real joyous, I mean, holidays in religion are usually about suffering and all kinds of stuff, but it is truly the one, the happiest one, because it's freedom. Beautiful. I have a Chabad right down the street, so I'm always up on that. Look at her. Is that not quite a fascinator? She's very well plumed, as they say. Oh, look at this. After the Rain. Wasn't there a Milli Vanilli song called After the Rain? After the Rain. Or no, blame it on the rain. Beautiful. I love these colors. It looks like some kind of future transport, like some faster than light, like an Alcubierre drive or something like that. Alcubierre. I know he's Spanish. I always say Alcubierre, and it's not. It's Alcubierre. He's Mexican. These are gorgeous. Beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, the art and the style, and somebody who definitely knows his sense of style. And this is a very unique one today. Look at these pagliachos, these clowns. I love the clowns. Thank you so much, dearest Julian. Beautiful. Beautiful and very different. Very, very different. Bright day, sunny day, Morgana. More Andrew. Let's do an Andrew day. Look at that. Oh, she's such a cutie pie. Staring out the window. I love a good screen. You know what they don't have in Europe? Screens. In Italy, at least, they don't. I mean, that's the first purchase I will make is screens on every window. I can't live without a screen. You know why? Mosquitoes, who are the enemy. I just realized I was on Wi-Fi. Look at that. How about that blow up? That's pretty cool, huh? Wouldn't this make a great painting? Look at that, all blown up. It's like she's pixelated. It's fantastic, bro. I love it. Thanks, buddy. Thank you. Oh, there was a second one. I didn't see it. No, that's it. Oh, they're just similar. Okay. Got it. That one, the second one is amazing. Poppy and Arthur play date. Oh, there's no picture here, Chris. Where's the picture? Chris Boyd, just letting you know right now, Poppy and Arthur play date. There's no picture. My email is blank. Why is that? We're here for a while. Here's Ray Ray with some shots. Okay, yeah, you're here. Listen, Ray Ray. I'm listening. You're here, baby. You're here, my friend. You're here. I hear you. Let's go take a look at what he's got to offer. What's on offer? Nice. I don't know what that is, but it's cool looking. It's got a little bit of a Patek Philippe kind of wannabe case, doesn't it? It's got a 5711 kind of shebang going on the integrated bracelet. Is that in the plastique realm? Is that like a moon swatch? Very cool. And that's like in what do you call those? Arabic numerals? They're not, because ours are Arabic. So what do you call those? Well, that's an interesting thing. If we use Arabics, what do they use? Because that's definitely that. Ooh, some cranes, huh? Wow. Those are they're such beautiful birds, man. Such beautiful birds. Wow. Beautiful stuff. Prison cat. That's pretty funny. Beautiful shots. There he is again. Oh, you got your Basher's hat. That's great. Basher's hat. What kind of watch is that? Carolyn Martin says that's a very special watch given to the chosen. Well, what is it? Keep me out of the loop already, Carolyn Martin. What the? I don't know what that is. It's very cool. Is it a Hebrew watch? What is it? Somebody clue me in, will you? I'm feeling left out. I don't know. Ray Ray's not Jewish. Why would he get one? It's not fair. Sunday Mass, Melly C. It's time for some Eminem madness, Mark and Mindy madness. Yeah. Oh, here's Mindy, and she's in her cave. Look at that. Hey, Mindy. Ooh, she looks angry. Whew. Doesn't it look like Hal 9000 is in her eyeball? Look at that light. Oh, there she is. Now she's settled down and looking like a pretty lady that she is. Amazing. It's a Maldives watch. Very cool. I didn't know that. These are very pretty portraits of Our Lady, looking very pretty. Oh, hey. She's so cute. We love her. Oh, Stretchy Mork. Stretchy Mork. Oh, he's stretching out. I'm stretching out. Do 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 do. Oh, how cute are you? I mean, come on. That's just murder to a cat fancier. Because we are cat fanciers. You know, there's a magazine called Cat Fancy. Oh, he's just, oh, man. I just want to go take a nap with him. He's so adorable. Oh, the cutest, beautiful boy. Mork. Oh, look how comfy he is. Belly up means he's in his element. Look at that. He is asleep. Wow. Oh, there he is. He woke up. Cats don't understand why we sleep so late. You know why? They think we're dead. That's why they come up and they paw you in the morning, which I think is fat. Oh, look at back to sleep. Arm out. A cat's favorite pose of all time. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at him. Oh, vertical shot. Back to bed, you. Back to bed, you kitty cat. Ladies and gentlemen, the Mork and Mindy Show. We love them. They were our first superstar cats. And then they were joined by so many. But they were the first superstar cats on the iBashers, weren't they? Remember when we were choosing a contest winner and it came down to Mindy's shot? And everybody's like, she won. Because like you, Dirk, you choose the winner. I was like, I'm not choosing a winner. That's not fair. Like, well, what about the pictures? And everybody went, Mindy. Pretty funny. It's Double Dirk Mission Control. Did you get a new TV? I know you got your I know you have your look at those videos. You guys are sick. Wow. Did anybody see the Gene Simmons interview with I'm only telling the KISS people because there are a couple of them in our show. Anybody see the Rick Rubin? I watched it yesterday. Rick Rubin and Gene Simmons. It's a great interview with Gene. He's just, ego free, telling the story. It's really beautiful. Rick Rubin has some very cool questions. I always said, if they ever made another record, they should just get Ace and Peter and Rick Rubin and go make a KISS record, like one of the first 3 records, one of those raw. Damn that Chuck Berry record. That's what they should do. Anyway, this is very cool, but look at all your beautifully curated stuff. Amazing. You got a TV. Look at that. I know you always had the projector, but wow. What made you get a TV, you guys? What made you get a TV, you guys? I always said that if I ever started a show, I wouldn't be saying you guys, and I say it all the time. Okay, here it is, Community Watch. Okay, a little bit more from the Ray Ray. All right. Share my screen, damn it. That's very cool. Oh, wow. Now, are those, what kind of letters are those? Are those, I mean, they look Arabic, but they could be Hebrew. Is that what they are? So they look an Israeli watch? What is that? It's very, very, very cool. And the case is a lawsuit. I mean, that's 5711. That's a Nautilus case. That's amazing. Thanks, Ray Ray. Then we got Carolyn Martin. I'm so good. Oh no. Carolyn Martin, the girl with the ranch, and the unnamed puppy, Puppy McPumpmaster. Puppy McPuppydom. Oh my God, are you gorgeous? Oh my God. Look at you, you little baby. Oh, I think she should be Penelope Penobscot. Penelope, what was the one from Penelope from Dick Dastardly? What was the name of that show? The cartoon characters. Penelope. Oh God, I forget. The 60s, 70s cartoons morning. There was like was it Underdog's Girlfriend? No, that was Sweet Polly Purebred. Penelope, I forget who it was, but look at this beautiful baby. Oh, just too much. Just too much. Penelope Pitstop. That's it. Of course you got it. You guys are so bad. That's my sister. Penelope Pitstop. I could not remember. I'm thinking Penobscot, but that's from MASH, right? That was Loretta Swit. She married Donald Penobscot. I was confusing the two. That's it. Penelope Pitstop. Can I just put that in the hat, Carolyn Martin? Penelope Pitstop. I think that's a great name. Right. What show was that from? The Wacky Racers, right? Guys are nuts. Listen, I don't have to rack my brain too hard because you guys always remember what it was. That's so funny. Hey, Pat. That's what we don't call each other. Say, hey, how are you today? It's like always some kind of trivia from some show or a movie, or what did one of my crazy aunts say, or what happened in Ireland in 1969. It's always some kind of questionnaire because one of us will remember, which is nuts. That dog is just too cute, just too damn cute. Ah, here we go, Poppy and Arthur. Thank you so much, Chris Boyd, for that. I was getting worried because we want to see it. Oh, how cute are these guys? Poppy and Arthur having a day out. Oh, how cute are these guys? Look at you. Oh, looks gorgeous. We have had such bad weather here in New York. It's been cold and rainy, and today's off and on. Can't make up its mind. It's going to be raining all week. Absolute shite weather. Muttley and Dick Dastardly, the ultimate villains. You guys are good. Wacky Racers. I'm a repository of me too. I'm the king of useless information. I usually just have, somebody said, hey, what was the name of the secretary on the Bob? And I was like, Carol. I mean, this is the type of stuff that goes on in our brain. We watched a movie, Pat. I'm just going to talk to my sister for a minute. We watched a movie the other night called Hot Millions, and it is not a heist movie. My sister does not like jewel heists. So like Top Copy would be like her ultimate nightmare. It was a really, really super cute movie. And Bob Newhart was in it, and he was so young, and he plays a pretty abhorrent character. But it was Peter Ustinov and Maggie Smith when she was young and beautiful. So beautiful. It was like the prime of Miss Jean Brodie era. I'll never forget the prime of Miss Jean Brodie came on the television set in my grandmother's house. And my grandmother's house was 2 houses away from ours, my mother's mother. She was from Frankfurt in Sligo. And we were watching this. I don't remember who was watching, but I'm sure it was me and my sister Carrie because we were usually, thrown together. And she came in there and she goes, slam the TV off. She goes, no one's watching that filth here. We were like, we didn't know what she meant by that. Apparently there was going to be some adult situations going on, and she did not want us to watch it, and we didn't. I didn't see that movie for till 30 years later, I think. Poppy and Arthur. Chris Boyd, thank you so very, very much. Amazing. And more Chris Boyd, more playtime. Oh, that's great. What a perfect way to cap off the Gallery of Bastards. Scotty Love says, I'm the Carlton, your doorman of useless information. You want some useless information? Lorenzo Music. That was the guy that played Carlton, the doorman, on Rhoda. Was Lorenzo music. How useless are we together? But here we go. Look at this, Arthur and Poppy together. Look at they're having the grand old time. And beautiful weather for you guys. Beautiful spring weathers for the kids. Thank you so much. Look at these beautiful babies. I let you get a new camera because your pictures have been so great lately. I'm so excited because it's usually very, very dark. You get a new phone or a new camera because, man, whatever you're doing, the pictures are so great and so lively and colorful. Thanks for that. Dirk, did you catch the background in the picture? Hold on, Ray. Under Community Watch? Which one am I looking at, Ray? I saw the skull. Community Watch. Let me see the other one. Hold on one moment, please. It's a shrub. Yeah, the iBashers. I said it. I see the iBashers hat with the skull, which is hilarious. I've got my iBashers hat right here. I can put it on. These are coming soon. It's got dust all over it. I can wear it right now. My iBashers hat. These are coming soon. These are all the prototypes. So everybody who got one got a prototype. So the real ones are coming soon. I promise you. Anyway, thank you, Ray, for that. Let's just catch up on. Let's end the Gallery of Bashtards. Thank you guys so much.
The Gallery of Bashtards. Send me the shots. The sublime is over. The Gallery of Bashtards. You share them with me, and I share with the world.
Another crazy. You're so funny, man. Dave Fahrenheit, PK. We had a guy at work that they called Puffy, the professor of useless information. That's pretty great. Believe me, catch the pigeon. Oh, you guys are nuts. Oh my God. Was that the lyric? Watch the pigeon. Dun, 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 dun. Oh man. It might be foreplay or maybe not if you're getting a restraining order, and that's a no. What are you talking about? It's Sunday. Andrew. And yeah, I've been waiting for your chat up lines. I have burned trying them out. One woman slapped me in the face. Is that good or it's bad? It's bad. The drink and the slap are never good. Yeah, I mean, it's Muttley and Dick Dastardly, right? The wacky racers. Andy M says, we have just set up the TV on the wall bracket. The projector has been set up for a while. All our tech has been updated in the last year. Just getting things sorted out. Well, you got double dipping. Unbelievable stuff. Let's see. Where was we? Yeah, Rory. But Rory himself spells it the anglicized way. Gotcha. I didn't see that before. We all love those Hamiltons, don't we? Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. I love a great Hamilton. I actually know a couple of people that have some Hamiltons. I think my dad had one. My sister just found a watch that's in bad shape, but she sent it to me, and it was an Omega. And I was like, figure out what to do about that. I never knew my dad to have a great watch. I never, it wasn't something he was interested in. How he has it, why he has it, I don't know anything about it. Very strange. But she found it. Unbelievable. Julian, you are a magician. We all know that. Love the portraits. Andrew mostly has white socks, one pair of black dress socks, and some thick socks for work. Yeah, I can't do the white socks, man. I don't know what it is. It's weird. I'm gonna send you some socks, Andrew. You need to get some socks. Get some white socks because you can't wear white socks with everything. You know, you can't do it. The toes and the heels are gray. That could count. No, that just makes it look like you're going to go play basketball. Carolyn Martin says, I saw it on the super secret Signal application. What's that? Signal, isn't that for insider people? Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't even know what any of that means anymore. No idea. Daisy for the Carolyn name. All the names in the hat. I have Hamilton, but you can hear it tick when it's quiet. No, you know what that probably means? It probably means you have a bumper movement. You know that? Because Paul's 1948 Seamaster calendar, you can hear that thing. It's cool. I don't mind hearing the ticking. I don't mind that. Well, no police turned up, Andy, so take that as a positive. That's for sure. That's pretty funny stuff. Anyway, guys. Ray, I'll add it to the basket. She does need a proper name. I go for Penelope Pitstop. That's my thing. Thank you guys so much. What a great show. What a great show. Thanks so much, Sunday Mass, to be inspired, as you always are to me. I really appreciate it so very much. I'll be back with you on Tuesday. Just so you know, Watch Fashion Police is not going away, but you have to understand it's more of a event show. It can't be a weekly show because there's not enough to talk about. We mostly do celebrity Oscars, Emmys, BAFTAs, those kinds of things. So when everybody's available and there's something to report, that show will be back. I know a lot of people really enjoy it. I know it. And I do too. We like doing it. But it really doesn't make any sense to do it. So unless there's something for us to talk about. So it's not going anywhere. We're still the trifecta. It's all good. We'll be back. It'll be great stuff. And we can't wait to do it for you. I'll be back for Speedy Tuesday, same bash time, same bash channel. Guys, thank you so very much. And it's Sunday, so I don't do my usual shtick. So go in peace to love and serve. I appreciate it. So go in peace to love and serve the best. Doesn't take very much. And don't be a you-know-what.
The choir sweet hymn, it lifts a sigh of praise.